Why is the Millennium Stadium called the National Stadium of Wales for the Champions League final? The Millennium Stadium hosts the biggest event in its 18 years of its existence as it welcomes Real Madrid and Juventus for the Champions League final. Although the stadium will use a different name for the showpiece, so don't look too perplexed when you hear TV presenters refer to it as the National Stadium of Wales. Press Association, the site that awaits Real Madrid and Juventus fans at the Champions League final. Here is all you need to know about Cardiff Stadium. What is the Millennium Stadium actually called? The ground was christened the Millennium Stadium when it was opened in 1999, for obvious reasons. But for sponsorship reasons it is currently known as the Principality Stadium. And it is also for those reasons that it will be referred to by all broadcasters as the National Stadium of Wales during the European final. UEFA rules prohibit any sponsors from being given naming rights to a stadium during its competitions. This is to ensure that no sponsor receives free publicity that detracts from that given to the competition's official sponsors. For example, viewers were perplexed when Gary Lineker referred to the Emirates Stadium as the Arsenal Stadium on BT Sport, but the presenter was complying with UEFA rules in doing so. Getty Images: the stadium will be referred to as the National Stadium of Wales during the final. Will the Millennium Stadium roof be open or closed for the Champions League final? The Millennium Stadium's retractable roof is known around the world. And the atmosphere created during the Wales rugby match under a closed roof is legendary. During this year's Six Nations clash in Cardiff, England coach Eddie Jones was so concerned by the potential roar from the home crowd that he specifically insisted it remain open. But in the Champions League final, UEFA have decided that the roof will be closed, allowing the Spanish and Italian fans to create an electric atmosphere. The Millennium Stadium is ready to host Champions League final. Although the decision has been taken solely to prevent terrorism in the wake of the recent Manchester bombing and the April attack on the Dortmund coach. UEFA fear that terrorists could fly a drone into the stadium and believe the roof to be a useful security feature in combating a potential attack. The FAW said, following discussions between all stakeholders, the Football Association of Wales, as the organizer of the event, has made the decision to close the roof of the National Stadium of Wales for the 2017 UEFA Champions League final. The roof will also be closed for the two official training sessions to be held at the stadium on Friday, June 2nd. Times newspapers limited the stadium roof will be closed for the Champions League final, which should lead to an enhanced atmosphere. The decision to close the roof was taken by the FAW, taking into consideration the recommendations made by the authorities over the last few weeks. The two finalists have just been made aware of the decision. The 2017 UEFA Champions League final will be the first final to have been played under a closed roof and will further amplify the stadium's atmosphere when Juventus FC take on Real Madrid CF on Saturday, June 3rd. And UEFA commented, UEFA's priority for the UEFA Champions League final, as with all its matches, is to ensure that it is a safe and secure event for all stakeholders, from the participating teams to the supporters. We acknowledge the decision made by the Football Association of Wales, in consultation with the South Wales Police, to close the roof for safety and security reasons. The roof is typically only closed in the event of bad weather,